MusicLifesocial.com. You know, I'm your host, Raheem, and today we got a guest on the show, rapper, singer, songwriter from the Pacific Northwest, Seattle's own LarryDHawkins with QB Productions, Quincy Bonds. You know, Larry is in the building. What's going on?
Yes, sir. What's up, baby?
What's
my guy?
So,
yes,
man,
sir.
Give a brief background about yourself, because I know you just dropped like a hot single, Hold Me Down or whatever. But give people a brief background about yourself real quick.
So my name is LarryDHawkins, and once again, Seattle's rapper, single songwriter. I've been doing music for over 10 years. I've headlined for some really cool names out there. Most Def, he called himself Yasin Bey at the time. He switched his name up. A lot of good, cool festivals and stuff like that. Took a time out once again as far as a little break and just pretty much got myself back into it. And just, you know, enjoying this music and the wave and just enjoying putting out new stuff. And, you know, it's just, music has always been a part of me since I was a child. So, you know, it's always been something that I had to carry on, whether if I was trying to do it or wasn't going to be able to like finesse it, I'll be a manager or something. You know, it was always something about the music industry and about it that it just always just resonated with me. So for that being said, that, you know, it brought me to this where we at right now, is just creating some new music. You know, I got with QB Productions, and he was loving some of the music and the sound that we was making, and was like, yo, let's do it. And
word.
Here we are.
Because the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, man, you know what I'm saying? It's some good artists that come out of the area, like Macklemore.
Yep.
That's his home.
Okay. You know, way back in the day, Sir Mix-a-Lot, that was like the first person I know to come out of Seattle.
Yeah.
You know
Mix, hey, Mix, he still be doing this thing too. He got a couple studios out here, and he still be kind of like, you know, passing the torch and just kind of overseeing some of the people that be out here. But I honestly think that some of the new wave of new sound of music is probably a little bit out of his reach. You know, it's probably a little bit out of his, you know, because nowadays everybody's doing something different. You know, it's a lot of, you know, expressional music that's going on nowadays. You know, you got to really tap into those emotions, and, you know, people are really letting it out now. So it's like, I don't know if the old school OGs is really feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So.
Word. So tell me about the new track, man. Hold Me Down. It's a banger. You know what I'm saying? I had a chance to listen to it. I know there's a story behind it, man. What female got you like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold me down.
Yeah, I think we've all went through situations where we just wanted somebody to be there, and for me, I wanted to express that and make a song about that, pertaining to all, because I feel like a lot of men can't express themselves the way they want to, or it makes you look like you know, too sensitive, or, you know, something like that. So I felt like, you know, we've all been through those type of situations. So I just wanted to make a song that I feel like everybody can just, you know what I'm saying, a man, a woman, you can reverse it, you know what I'm saying, and just vibe with it. And I think that, you know, that was how that song came about. I just wanted us to, you know, we could be the change that lasts forever, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So,
that's what's up. Because you also got another one for that you just dropped this year called Love or whatever, or whatnot. And yeah, that's a good track too, man. That's
a heartfelt song right there. That was one of those ones where I was really going through it, a bad relationship, or, you know what I mean, got cheated on, and, you know, trying to figure out if this is gonna work, if this is, should we hang on to this, should we not, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and that's how that song came about. It was very emotional song. I felt like a male version of Adele.
Okay, so hold on. You gotta tell me about this song. I didn't get a chance to listen to it just yet, but I was about to freak 'em raw. I just what is?
Hey man, you don't like that one? You know, and we named that title because, you know, that whole algorithmic thing that's going on with the, you know, there's so many songs that are named this and named that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like it can get lost in that algorithmic, you know what I mean, names of, you know what I mean, whatever it is. You know, everybody got something called justice, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I felt like there ain't too many songs called Freak 'em Raw. So you know what I'm saying? I thought it was an eye catcher, it was an ear catcher, you know what I mean? The cover, everything. You know, I think that it was put out there.
Catcher. Definitely an eye catcher. Now I'm definitely feeling that song capitalized in the meaning behind that, you know what I'm saying? Because like the song was describing, it's like, you know, people kind of miss their opportunities, they're calling. So when that time arises, you gotta capitalize because you don't know when that opportunity is gonna come back around. And is that how you are? Is that how you're feeling at the time, or is that how you feeling?
That's part of the message that was in there for me. But a lot of that time came around because the protest that was going on. And that's why, you know, we bleeped it out, but it says F the cops and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I got people that are in the law enforcement. I still respect them. You know what I mean? Don't weed out the good ones and, you know, just attack the bad ones. But, you know, that's what that came from. And I felt like we just wanted to express ourselves. You know, people was down there protesting, people was out there doing right and wrong, and people were judging us, people were just going, you know, just all these misconstrued. Still to this day, even though this stuff is over, you're still getting, it's many of years of history that you got to erase to try to catch up and get us back on track. But that's what that song had a lot about. It was deeply involved within our race and just everything that's going on, and you know, in life and society.
Okay,
so, you know,
describe your style. What's your I mean, yeah, just because I see you do it all, like rapping, singing, songwriting.
Yeah.
So you versatile. So describe your sound.
I think I have a piece of everything, and I think that's what makes me is that versatility, and being able to sing, rap, do a little bit of auto-tune, and go ahead and do some country over here, and go ahead and do, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I think is not boxing me in. It's actually being able to evolve, like, you know what I mean? And always keep changing, because you could come out with one style, and by the time you come out with it, because you're riding that wave, by the time you hit the scene, it's done. And you late, and I just invested my time and everything into you for nothing. So it's like with somebody like myself, I felt like I'm just, you know, even with styles of clothes, whatever, I think that I'm you know, all over the place a little bit sometimes, which can be a bad thing. But once again, I think that it just makes me me. It makes me more universal. It just, you know, and it creates my songs. Like, you know what I mean? Being able to write a verse and then switch up within the 6 bar, you know what I'm saying? Just even in the song, you can still hear me switching up and still kind of going through different, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's right there is what.
Tell me this, you've been making music for a minute. How have you, or your sound, how has it evolved, and how has it evolved since you've been with QB Productions?
It's evolved a lot, actually. Some of the new songs that I've had been when I'm with QB, Hold Me Down was the first one. That was the new one that I think that was with that new song that I have done with QB. There's some more songs that are coming out that shows that growth. But I don't think that we've put them all out yet. But to go back and answer the question, I used to be more just the East Coast Jay-Z hard rap guy, guru, you know what I'm saying? Just bars. And that was my style for a long period of time. So while working with QB, I feel like it's definitely shaped. You can definitely hear the difference between where my music has actually gone from. You know, I think it's just I'm more put together. I think that it's really on point right now. I feel more strongly about my music than I did in the past. You know, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. And so sometimes if the beat's not there, or if the lyrics, something's off, or, you know what I'm saying, it'll beat me up. I'll just still keep going at it, and I'll still, you know, I'll you know, put my head into it until I can actually try to get it to be perfect. Or at least until it feels right, because, you know, songs is about feelings and emotions. You got to be able to feel it. And sometimes if I can't feel the song, like, you know, it's just like, it's not working. So I think that right there is a lot of my,
So Q, what do you expect out of your artists? What are you looking for?
Well, honestly, you know, L pretty much brings all those things to the table. As long as you're willing to continue to grow. That's the first thing as an artist I'm noticing. Even from working with L, this is the first time that I've really gotten to working with an artist. So it's been a learning process for me too, but just seeing his process, how he writes, how he gets his team together, how he leads his troops, how he's able to he amongst his crew, he doesn't really want to admit it, but he's like the leader. You know what I'm saying? They're all looking at him like, what do we do? What's the example? Where do we go?
Okay.
You know, they might argue with him a little about the music, but at the end of the day, he's putting out the best music of his whole team. And that's just the bottom line. So I expect him to continue to be himself, continue to grow, continue to change, continue to learn. He has so many different styles that people haven't even heard yet. And he's looking to do more different styles. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
you know, I expect them, I expect, you know, and the way we're doing it too, Raheem, is, you know, for me, L is one of the owners of the company too. He's not just the artist. So
Okay.
it's a little bit, and it's a process when doing that, but I'm learning how that works. Cause I was telling him, being funny, I was like, bro, you're gonna outlive me by a long time. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. But, you know, the idea was to set it up so that the company could be run successfully. And by having the artist on the label as also one of the owners of the company, which most artists are into now anyway, they're into ownership. So it's important for me that as an artist, he continues to grow, become a leader, become strong enough in what he's doing to run the whole company, honestly. Like, you know, and he's the blueprint. He knows how to pick his beats. He knows how to, even the things that we want him to learn, how to do his own mixing and mastering, because sometimes we find it doesn't work out always to our benefit. I feel like he's going to be able to do all that. So he'll be able to embody what it means to not just be an artist, but to also be a label. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not just a businessman, I'm a businessman. Like, you are the business, you are the company. So, you know, it's important. And as we start to look for more artists to work with and bring on board, I want them to understand that too. Have ownership in what you're doing. Don't just give it all away to a label and then sit back and watch them eat off you. You know, so it's important that, I guess it's important that you have an entrepreneurial mind, you know, which L does. He's always thinking about how to get better, how to grow the company, how to grow the business, how to make more moves, and how to collab with this person. And we have a slogan too that I like to say, Raheem, is we don't compete, we collab. You know, so we're gonna be looking to collab with artists that are already on point, because I know that's what it takes. Artists that are already big, you get them, you pay them to feature on your shit. That's just what it is, you know. But I just think that as an artist, as long as you're able to continually improv too. The shit is not etched in stone. Sometimes the answers are not right there in front of you. You got to look for them. You got to dig. You got to search. You get let down. You might start a project on Fiverr with a cartoon and then it blows up in your face. So it's like, you got to be resilient. You know what I mean? If you're a quitter and things bother you too easy, if you can't have a conversation with somebody, and even if you disagree, it doesn't make you say, you know what I'm saying, right? It doesn't make you say, I'm not messing with you no more because you don't agree with me. You know what I mean? That's right. I can't, you know. And so, you know, I'm learning too. It's a learning experience, but I think L has been a great blueprint so that when we do get to that point where we're bringing out other artists, we'll already have a formula that's etched in stone because it's been proven, it's been tested. We've made some mistakes, but we've also bounced back from them. You know what I'm saying? And so next step is we're just going to continue. We're going after these labels. That's it. So
that's what's up, man. So Larry, how do you pick your beats, man? Because the beats are hot, man. Or when you know, they fire or whatever. I don't know if you have a particular format that you listen, because to me, one of the, like Rick Ross, I mean, that dude, he know how to pick the beats.
The beats they gotta slap.
It's just like, I'm like, damn, that's just like cinematic or whatever. Just like, damn. So what's your secret sauce, man? How do you pick your beats? What?
Honestly, to be totally honest, I just got a good ear for music, like a good ear for like sound, you know. And I like I said before, it just has to resonate. I got to feel it, and then I go probably lay down the vocals, and my vocals matching, and everything is on point, and I can hear the clarity and those things. I can just say, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, look, that sound okay. We getting somewhere now. You know, I can hear. My voice will sound good on this. There's been songs where I've written, and I'm like, yo, you should do this because your voice will sound better on this. Like, you know what I mean? So even if it's taking less credit from me, but I just know that your voice in this beat that I just it's gonna work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes I would take the lower, you know what I'm saying, edge of the stick, or you know what I'm saying, just to let somebody else have the shine or something like that. But like I said, I think it's just I gotta feel it, man. It's gotta hit my bones, and I'll be like, you know, because there's been times where I have beats where people send me stuff, and I had to force myself to kind of write to them. They were good beats. They wasn't bad. They weren't horrible, but I just had to kind of force myself to write to them. So it's just like, now when I have these other type of beats, I gotta be able to be inspired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the words start jumbling, mumbling, and start going through your head, it's just like, okay, maybe this is not the one. You know what I mean? When you gotta really force yourself, not saying that it ain't gonna be the one, because there has been songs where you gotta just buckle down and actually get to it. But you know, usually for me in this process right here, it's just been coming, and that's how I know. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's hot.
So, I mean, you dropped this hot single, man. So, you know, you just can't leave that out there. Are we going to get a album or EP?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm just
there's a couple things in the works. I got 2 joint projects.
You just can't drop a hot song and leave people just dangling one more and just like, damn, where the album at? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we coming. We got 3 in the chamber right now. We got actually more than that, but we got 3 that's hot and ready to go right now in the chamber. We just trying to figure out which ones to actually market first.
Okay. Yeah, and then when we do the album release party right here down here, we're gonna fly L in. We're gonna do a real dope. You know how we do. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna do.
It's gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, I know it's gonna be dope, man. I mean, fucking with Q, I already know how you get down. So yeah, I know it's gonna be tight, or whatever. The music scene up there in Seattle, I never been to Seattle myself, so I don't know. What's the hip hop scene up there in Seattle?
The music scene to me up here is seems like it's Cali based. There's some different type of urban and indie artists up here that I like, you know, that are actually taking the rise and blowing up and really ain't too much in all the fame and stuff like that. But there has been a couple people that actually made it out of Seattle and stuff like that. But their style is, like I said, it's more on the West Coast. That's what I'm noticing. Everybody's kind of really on this West Coast, you know, underground gangster type scene and stuff like that. And that's not a bad thing. You know, as far as for me making music, bro, I just want to make music that everybody can enjoy. It doesn't have to be a vulgar, bad message. You know, we all gonna have those songs that, you know, that portray that one message. I had a bad day. This is my bad day song or something like that. But a lot of my music, I just want to have fun and enjoy and, you know what I'm saying, see smiles and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know it's a lot of music now. It's just like a lot of this, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? It's just, cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel like, you know, when you listen to those type of songs, it only makes you want to go do those type of things. But you know what I'm saying? So if I'm listening to, I'm riding the person, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, it's just gonna make me wanna. As soon as I get out of the car, I'm like, yeah, where's it at? You know what I'm saying? I want to do that instead of, you know. So I think when you make good songs on a hot sunny day, you guys got more sun than we have up here. So you know, it's like that down there, and they just like, oh, she's blowing kisses, her red lipstick is turning me on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something sweet. I mean, it's like, okay. You know what I mean? You know, it's not too vulgar. It's like, let's have fun. Let's go get a drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill.
Word. So what mark do you want to leave in the game, man? What legacy do you want to leave behind? You know, you and Quincy, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this game will chew you up and spit you out. But, you know, there's plenty of artists that survive and, you know what I'm saying, that leave their mark, and you don't even have to be mainstream. You can people just know who you are. When they see your name, oh yeah, I heard of that dude. Yeah, he nice. You know what I'm saying? What mark do you want to leave? What do you want to be known for or known as?
You know, that's a great question, bro. Honestly, I've always said I want to be humanitarian. I want to give back to my people. I want to try to help out as much as possible. I want to open up companies and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be. It's not gonna just be the music. It's gonna be. There's just a stepping stone just to get in there. And for my piece on Quincy's part on the company, I like the fact that he started. I mean, everybody's been doing it with starting their own company and stuff like that. And, you know, but I like it because he gives the artist an opportunity to have more ownership, and with the independence, he actually gives it more. You get it's almost better than a record deal. Like, you know what I mean? You almost get a lot more percentage if you was to do it this way compared to if you was to actually go to a label and they just take everything from you. So I feel like he's kind of starting something like really, really cool, and that's giving back to the artist. And, you know, he hasn't broadcasted it out loud or anything like that, but I think that when it does go viral, I think there's going to be a lot of other people that's going to try to implement that, because artists definitely deserve more as far as like, you know, their proceeds and what they get and stuff like that. And I think, like I said, when it comes down to these percentages, which everybody should be knowing about percentages, you know, I think Q just allows, he's not stingy. He doesn't care about that. He's just trying to get us to the goal. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's what I appreciate.
Okay, yeah, he ain't trying to rake you over the coals, like
yeah, you know, like,
that's what's that's what's up, man. So what's on the are you doing any virtual shows or anything, or what's on the horizon?
I don't know if I'm able to talk about it, but I might be coming down there for a little bit, and actually be, you know, we got to go through a couple more steps. I'm kind of walking on eggshells. Q, I don't know if you can chime in.
Nah, you good, good. You can talk about it. I mean, we're gonna
talk.
Yeah,
so we might. Okay, so we're gonna be doing auditioning for this independent artist to make it for the independent artist to get a deal. You know, going through that whole struggle and the process and stuff like that. Me and Q, and it's actually about the manager and the artist. So me and Q is actually we're auditioning for that. We've already made it through the first round, and so I got the second round for do the little the Skype and stuff like that for my next round and stuff like that for the auditions. And I believe that it's going to go through. I got high hopes on it. I'm gonna be catching a plane down there, and I'm already knowing that they got a lot of events and a lot of shows going on down there. Up here, we're still in phase 2. I'm pretty sure you guys' phases, whatever number y'all on, it don't matter.
We're in phase out. Okay, there's no phase.
Yeah, people be out, man. People been out down here. They don't care. You know, they don't care.
And in a sense, that's cool though. You know what I mean? As far as for a musician, that's good. You know what I mean? Because I want to get out there. I've been trapped in the house you know what I mean? I don't know nobody down there. So it's like when I see people, I'm just gonna be a little kid just in a candy store. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Just you know, and I think that's cool because up here, everybody's still in the mask phase. So it's kind of like, how would you market yourself when people are really still afraid of it? And you know, but then, you know, so that's kind of a confusing situation right there. But as far as shows coming up, like I said, I think that when I get down there, there's going to be a lot of more opportunities. I had a couple different shows up here. There was nothing virtual. Me and Q talked about doing a couple different virtual shows. We just haven't really delved in deep just to figure out which ones that we actually wanted to go ahead and capitalize on. So, but
that's what's up. Tell the people, man, where they can find you on social media and online, and where they can you know what I'm saying, listen to your music, or where they can book you.
Yes. So you can hit me up at qbpublishing@gmail.com, I believe, for the booking. And then LarryDHawkins on all platforms. LarryDHawkins music, if you're looking at Instagram, but besides that, LarryDHawkins straight across the board. On every single platform, all streaming platforms, whatever you're listening to, YouTube, everything. So we out there.
Okay, that make sure y'all go check this man out, LarryDHawkins. It's fire, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't bring nobody on the show. It's like, y'all know me by now. I've been doing this too long. People in Atlanta, they know me. So, you know, I highly recommend it. Put it in your rotation. Check for them. Check out QB Productions. They doing big things. If you're an artist or whatever, go check them out. You know what I'm saying? Once he may be able to work with you, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure.
Man, we try to work with everybody. And then, like I said, tell them too, Raheem, go to the hit subscribe on the YouTube, see all the lyric videos. All the songs we put out have lyric videos, dope lyric videos. That way people want to know the words. They want to keep up with what the trend is and really see how thought-provoking L is when he's rapping. Tell them to go watch these lyrics. Tell them to look at these lyric videos. Because they'll really be surprised by the lyrics. Like, whoa, this dude's thinking outside the box.
Okay, word. Hey, y'all heard that? So yeah, definitely go check out the lyric videos, and that's on YouTube, right? And what's the YouTube channel? Is it
LarryDHawkins?
Okay. Okay, cool. Bet. Well, look, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate both of y'all for coming on. Of
course.
Larry, I'm gonna put your shit in my rotation, man. So you know what I'm saying? You know, stay up and you know, peace.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
brother.
Raheem
All right.
Kareem.
All right.